Not having any skill is no excuse. If you're willing to give it a go, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. I've recently started doing a bit of metalwork, and this is some of the stuff I've made. I've just bought scrap from the local metal market and bought a very cheap MIG welder, and today I'm going to show you how I'm making a animal pot plant holder. As you can see, I'm using aluminium, and I just cut it out on an ordinary bandsaw with an ordinary blade. I've just cut out the pieces by eye, moulded them to shape, and then glued them together with the welder. Welding aluminium's a little bit tricky, but it can be done. But just be careful, because you can't do much of a run or you'll get a great big hole in it. As you can see, I'm anything but an expert welder, but an angle grinder cleans up things nicely if you want it to look nice and neat. And then I just put a couple of dobs of weld for nostrils. I just kept cutting out shapes and welding them to the pieces until I ended up with something that looked a little bit like a dog and was able to take a pot plant, and then welded some little feet on. So now I've got some Christmas presents that have been made with love rather than just going out and buying crap. And here are a few other things that I've made over the last few months, just out of scrap, bits and pieces that have been lying around in the workshop, or stuff that I've scrounged. It's fun. You don't need plans, just need a welder and some metal and start welding things together. And it's amazing what you can come up with. And of course the internet's a marvellous thing. I don't have much of an imagination, but I can get inspiration from what others have done. Some of my pieces are in aluminium, like this frog, but most of them are out of steel. And even an old piece of bike chain came in handy. And a blunt saw blade found its way onto a bird. As you can see, I'm far from an expert, but it's been fun and the things look pretty good in the end.